Hello everyone, welcome to my podcast. Let's talk. Today I would like to talk about how contradictory our own opinions are. So let's start with some of the examples, which is we want a private life and we use social apps. The second, we want a simple life yet like complicated mountains. Isn't it funny? We believe in God and yet worship people. What I have write about this third point is really good. In fact, I have never thought of like that, but now when I have thought it, I would like to let people know about it. And this is very simple one that we want peace and yet we go to public park. We don't like chaos, but we are the one who created. So let us start with my first point. So there are many examples of it of our own contradicting opinions. First, I gave we want a private life and use social app is the one which most of us can relate to. I've seen a lot of people who are really private and they can really be good without any social apps. But it's like using these apps are mandatory nowadays. I don't know why. I'm not saying I don't use it, but I like to socialize sometimes. I need to get updated with some of these stuffs. But there are people who generally are not interested, but still they are using it. But it's their choice. And now see how I just say and change my side by just saying it's their choice. But this is life. We do contradict with our own statements, which is totally okay. But we need to know our perspective. And by saying that, when I'm saying that we need to know our own perspectives, because many times we are saying we are sticking on one simple perspective and we are just having a big argument of it. And have you ever imagined when you go back to your home and think about whole the argument you have done with people and think, yeah, they were also right. This was also one of the perspective. So what I'm saying is, even you can have that perspective, but at the time you just wanted to be the stick because you were like, you can't contradict with your own statement. But you should know when you can, when you need to, you really can, and you will just be the good one there. And okay, let's move. Everybody says they want a simple life, but then why get fantasize over something which is complicated? I believe a life without complication is not a life, but at the same times I crave for the normal one. And then I found myself being hypocrite. I was I have always imagined a life. I've never imagined a simple life. But when I'm getting some of the problems and stuffs, and I'm like, oh God, why is it, why this is happening to me? And not every time I remember that I want a complicated life and I just want to solve problem and then being the main character. Sometimes I just forgot all those things when the problems came and I just blame people or blame myself or blame problems for their stuffs. But then I realized this was me. I like to solve problems. There is a quote, you are getting the problem because the God knows you can solve it. Something like that. So yeah, that's true. And if you are just believing it, then go for it. Yeah, sometimes of course you will cry, but you will get over this. The third point, as I have said at the starting, it's really my favorite. I haven't thought about it, but when I think, I was like, really, I really have write some good stuff about it. I have said that we believe in God but worship people. I really thought of how this is so true. I mean, now we can say there is God within everyone, but that is another thing. what I want to convey here is that when we get something good from a person, it's okay to have gratitude. In fact, it's a good thing. But I have seen people considering people as more like God, that they have came as an angel to their life. No man, they were just one of the process of a life. Why don't we think like a life as a big integration problem? If you think like a life is big integration problem, there are several methods we use to solve a problem, but we don't make any method to, oh, that's the main formula of integration. No, the main formula will always be simple and simple. And that's how life is. The main formula is really simple. These are just methods we're trying on our lives even without knowing if we need to apply them or not. That's how the life is. We don't make any, there were different methods when we used to solve integration problem in our 12th, or if we have done engineering, then engineering. No man, they are just the methods. The same formula will be the same. Okay, the park one. I go to park when I need peace or maybe a refreshment. In fact, sometimes without earbuds or earphones, and just got too busy watching people, their actions. Maybe they are playing some kind of sports or whatever. Most of the time, I return exhausted. But I have gone there with the intention of having peace or refreshment, right? How is working? How it is working for me? How it is working for others? I don't know. The last, we really don't like chaos around us, but we are the one who create. I believe if I'm in a chaotic environment, most of the time I'm the one who has created it. Might be just be saying an argumentative statement or a funny joke which isn't fun for everyone present there. I usually don't like a chaotic environment, but sometimes even I can't resist myself saying a statement which can cause it, and then I just say, I don't want any arguments, but it was me who started it. And that's how we are. We are contradictory to our own, our own intention, our own mindset, our own life goals. We are having a different life goal and we are going into different direction. My goal is in right direction. I'm going to the left one. I need to go north and I'm searching for the east direction. This is life, which is okay. But at some point, we need to realize if we are having different perspective, which perspective is gonna work for me? If there are two sides, head or tail, which is one for me? Which one is for me? Every time I can't just flip a coin. If I want head, I can just flip the coin to the head. If it is in my head, the coin is really in my head. If I want head or tail, if I'm confused, I need a, that's a different thing. We'll just flip a coin. But when I'm sure, when we are sure that head is the one, then why we are we complicating it by saying let's flip the coin? Why? We can just simply will take the coin and place the head and will can be happy. Oh, now we are going the head. And that's how we should make our life about. We will meet again with some different topics, with some different perspectives of life. Till then, thank you.